Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Panthers going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The new 49ers kicker, Robbie Gould, will get us started as off we go from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on second down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Little motion now from the tight end. Newton on third down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The 49ers heading out. And, Charles, at the end of last year, we talked about their decline. They were 12-4 4 years ago, then 8-8, 5-11, and last season 2-14. Head coaches, 4 of them the last 4 years. But while it might not change overnight, you get the sense the tailspin may be over.
Agreed with you there, partner, because they changed administration as well. And they're going to respect the pass. They want all these players coming in to know what the 49ers meant in previous years, but they want them to make their own future. And this is their opportunity now. How about them picking up Solomon Thomas in the draft, the defensive lineman out of Stanford? How about them getting Reuben Foster, the linebacker out of Alabama, trying to get stronger on defense? They'll run a brand new offensive scheme, and they will be a tougher team overall. I think they're going to compete well in the NFC West, better than what people expect.
Second down following the run. Back to throw Beathard. There's the first catch as a 49er for Marquise Goodwin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's Beathard to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Beathard. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Shift together here from the D-line. From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now Beathard. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Panthers offense taking the field, and it's a crew, Charles, that really took a big step backward last year because they were coming off their best season in franchise history in 2015. The Super Bowl appearance, 15 wins. I guess really 17 if you count the playoffs, but down to just 6 last year.
A big drop-off was on offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The rookie from Alabama, Reuben Foster, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
They asked Reuben Foster to do a little bit of everything when he was at Alabama, when he was playing middle linebacker, and we saw one more example of what he can do. He can rush the quarterback, too.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And a great move. Kelvin Benjamin. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin. 75 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw is Beathard. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll throw here. Beathard looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
His throw incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Stewart. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball there.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. On first down, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On second and 10, Newton. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Beathard. Eluding the pressure right. And he checks this one down to Williams. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still active.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Beathard to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's able to put it through. Gold now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw Beathard. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Beathard to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Shrugs him off. A beautiful fake. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
To throw on second down is Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Stewart is the lone setback. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Both the run and pass still in play here on third and goal from the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Now let's go.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw is Beathard. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Gun!
Now Beathard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, that's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. And even 40 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go back to the ground with Williams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. To throw is Beathard. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Sliding up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Set. No. Check.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll throw here. Beathard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 48 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Newton's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third and long. It's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They run it again with Williams. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And partner, this first week...